This video is all about establishing and maintaining great relationships with your referral partners in real estate. Stay tuned. Hello there, everybody. Hope you're all having an incredible day. If you don't know, my name is Aram. I'm a real estate agent here in the Chicagoland area. And today we are talking about relationships. More specifically, referral partners for real estate agents. What this means is your lender, your attorney, your title rep, your inspector, your contractor, people you are going to be working with on the real estate transaction, and people you will be referring your clients to. These are very important. Essentially, it is your team of experts that you are going to be leaning on for help, assistance, and guidance throughout the entire real estate transaction and throughout your entire career. So it's important that you establish some great relationships, and even more important that you maintain those relationships and keep bringing value every single day. That's what the name of the game is. That's what we're talking about in this video. If you end up enjoying the content, please just take a few seconds, hit the like button. It's either here or it's here. I don't remember where it is. Leave a comment with your feedback and your questions. You know how we do business here. Every comment will get a reply. That's how I roll. And if you're new to the channel, you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button so we can hit 5,000 before the end of the year. We are recording this on Christmas Eve, so we can get a nice big push. Would be greatly appreciated. Now that that's out the way, let's get down to brass tacks. First things first, before you can maintain a relationship, you need to establish one. Duh. So as a real estate agent, establishing a relationship with referral partners is a lot easier than you think. The biggest fear you're going to have and biggest obstacle is the trial and tribulation period where like, okay, let me try Jerry. Oh, Jerry was bad. Let me try Gary. Gary is bad. Let me try Jessica. Jessica's bad, etc., right? You want to avoid that because every time you say that's bad, that's also a poor experience your client is going to be going through based off of your recommendation, right? So we want to avoid that mishap altogether. And the best way, in my opinion, to do that is if you're in a real estate office, if you're in EXP, I don't know how that would work, but if you have a real estate office and you're here all the time, you establish connections with agents, find the ones that are top producers that do a lot of volume and ask them, hey, who do you like working with? Because these people have been in the business for a lot longer than you, some 5, 10, 20 years, they've already gone through the trials and tribulations, okay? They've probably been through 5, 6 attorneys, lenders, and they know who's good and they know who's bad. So go to them, take their recommendation, and then when you try it, see for yourself. Do you like this individual style or you do not like this individual style? Another way to keep in mind is because you're a realtor, everybody's going to want to sell to you, right? Because we bring in the dough. For example, if you're a lender, you're an attorney, you're an inspector, what else is there that you could be? A title rep. It all begins when a real estate agent gets a client and that client has a real estate transaction, right? Once that happens, the other 4 parties, now they have an opportunity to make money. So that reason is why a lot of people will be coming to you. Now, something to keep in mind, if somebody doesn't have enough business and they're coming to you, that might be a red flag. Or maybe they're very hungry and they want to succeed and they're reaching out to you to establish that connection. So don't be so negative and unwelcoming of these phone calls. Take them and say, okay, I can have lunch with you Tuesday at 11 o'clock. And see if you like their style. If you like their style, great. If you don't, move on to the next. Oftentimes lenders, if you're a new agent, lenders will add you on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, they'll DM you. So it's a lot easier to find lenders on the social media sites because they're a little bit more social. Title reps and attorneys, ooh, that could be tough. Again, lenders may be able, you can even go to your lender. Once you find a good lender, good people work with good people, right? So once you find one person you like, ask them for a recommendation and you'll be very happy with the results you get, right? So there are some ways where you can kind of establish some connections in the real estate game. And this is going to be your team that's going to help you through the real estate transaction. So it's important that they're experts, they know what they're doing. And if you're brand new, you're going to be leaning on them a lot for help. So you want to make sure they're responsive. That's the number one thing I look for. And another tip for you all is, I always say, never be too dependent on one lead source, on one office, or anything along those lines. You can't be dependent on any one thing as a business owner, right? Because what happens is the second that thing that you're depending on that you have no control over walks away, it hurts your business. We want to avoid that. And the way we avoid that is to always have a second option. For example, let's say you found a lender you absolutely love, like myself. I love my guy, Rick. He's the guy, he's the man. I will go nowhere else. However, Anything can happen, okay? Rick could have a heart attack, God forbid. I hope he doesn't. Rick could decide to move out of state. Rick could decide to retire. I don't know what Rick is gonna do. So for that reason, I always wanna make sure I have a great second option. So that's always important. So have a good second option for an attorney, a good second option for a lender, good second option for an inspector. Especially for inspectors, sometimes the schedules don't align. So you may have to go with number 2, even though number 1 is your main option. Now that you have established a connection, you have your backup plan, everything's in motion, how do you maintain these relationships and how do you get special treatment for you and your clients? That's the name of the game. And it's important to understand, if you are not producing any business as a new agent, it's going to be very hard for you to get any special treatment because you have yet to bring any value to the table, right? That being said, there's other ways you can show your appreciation, okay? Show how much you care and maybe, demonstrate that you're bringing value in different ways. When I started in the business, I needed an attorney, I needed an inspector, and I needed a lender, right? The way that I am able to build these connections and have them have such great experiences is because, number 1, I'm loyal. Don't be one of these agents that from a drop of a hat, they're on to the next. Because loyalty is the most valuable thing you can provide, right? Don't expect them to be loyal to you. If you're the agent that says, oh, my lender has to refer me business, quit real estate. Oh my God. Something just dropped on the ground like perfect time. That's God telling us all, I'm right. I've heard this is going to be a little bit off topic, where I've heard so many agents, oftentimes the ones who don't produce, say, I can't work with a lender unless they're going to be referring me business. That's just a gross misunderstanding of how the structure of real estate is set up. It's not set up in a way where lenders can give us business. That's very rare. The way the system is set up is we generate the business and then pass it along. What you should expect from your lender, your attorney, and your inspector is incredible quality of work. That's all you need to expect. Now, back on topic. How do you maintain great relationships and get some kind of special treatment? Make sure that your problems are addressed, your issues are pushed to the front of the line. Obviously, the best way to get special treatment is to do a lot of volume, right? Have a lot of transaction and basically be their highest valued client for the lender, for the attorney, because you're 60% of their business per year, right? That's going to get you tremendous amount of special treatment. But if you don't have that, there's other ways you can bring value. Like I mentioned earlier, loyalty. When people realize that you're loyal to them, that is something that's very hard to find, and they really, really appreciate. All my attorney knows, my lender knows, my inspectors knows, my contractor knows. They're my number 1 option. Point blank, period. They know this. Just because somebody calls me and says, hey, I have a better option, even if a better option exists, I will not go with that lender or attorney because I'm loyal to the people who are loyal to me, who they take care of me. For that reason, they take care of me even more, right? So if you don't have the volume and the transactions, loyalty. I said it twice because it's that important. Second of all, always be showing them that you're trying to put their name in the hat, right? For example, when I was new, I called my lender and said, hey, look, man, I'm trying to get you a meeting with the owner of my brokerage. Maybe you could establish some connections and work with some realtors here. I would refer realtors to him, be like, hey, go check this guy out. He's fantastic. I would try to engage with him on his social media all the time. Like, hey, man, love this. Share his videos, share his content, right? Pass his information out to anybody else that could possibly use him. Things like this brings value. And finally, once you do have production, I know I mentioned you want to have a second option, but never use the second option. A big mistake realtors make is they'll have let's say they have 3 lenders they always refer business to, right? If you only have like 7 deals a year, you're giving each lender, 2-3 deals, not that special, right? However, if you have 7 deals a year and all 7 of those go to one person, you have single-handedly given that person 7 paychecks. So they will now take care of you. You got to give to then receive. And the final note, this is very easy to do. Always make sure that you make your referral partners' jobs as easy as possible so they look forward to working with you. That is, it's a no-brainer, but I can't tell you how many realtors I'm hearing stories of that have called their attorney 17 times in one day, or are a pain in the ass to work with because they're just a headache. Don't be that agent, okay? You want to make their jobs as easy as possible. There are scenarios where I will go out of my way and do things that my attorney should really be doing. But I want to demonstrate, hey man, we're in it together. I'm going to do everything in my power that I can do to make this as smooth as possible, right? So when a situation like and we're supposed to close at 11 o'clock and something comes up at 9:30 and it's one of my deals, the attorney's on it like it's nobody's business, and we still close at 11 o'clock. These are real life scenarios that have actually happened. That's happened like 4 or 5 times at this point. And that's a general life thing, right? Make your clients' lives as easy as possible. Make the people you work with lives as easy as possible. Make it easy for them to want to hire you, right? Or work with you, etc. It's the name of the game, right? Don't be playing checkers, play chess. And that about does it, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, like I said, like button, leave a comment. If I missed something, let me know in the comments, because this is a very impromptu video. I didn't really take any notes. I'm going off the dome here. So if I did miss something, if I missed a connection, or if you wish I would have kind of like talked a little bit more in detail about a specific topic, and let me know in the comments so I can address it right away. And thank you so much for all the support. 2020 has been a fantastic year, and it's all thanks to you guys who are always showing support, watching these videos, and growing together. You know, we had 1,000 subscribers a year ago. We're at almost 5,000. So that's, I can't be more grateful. I'm the most grateful person on earth right now. So thank you again, and I'll see you next week.